So before we talk about clipping masks, we need to talk about our layers. Okay, so what layers on Adobe are, you got to almost imagine that this is like a bunch of sheets of paper stacked on top of each other. Okay, so our layers window is right up here. Sometimes it's located down on the bottom here. It looks like this, again, like paper stacked on top of each other. I like to always take it and bring it up into this the window here so it's always available. And sometimes it takes a little bit of clicking and dragging. So um, you notice right now I have layer one, and you can see it gives a little preview of what's on there. So you see the Packers G. If I click the down arrow, okay, it tells me what's exactly in there. Remember how I said you have to uncheck that link button? Okay, if that link button was checked, this would come up as a linked image, not just a regular image, and you do not want that. You just want it to say image here. Okay. Nice thing about the layers, what I can do, I can turn them on and off. So for example, if I hit the eyeball here, it makes everything disappear because it shut off that layer. That layer is still there. So all I got to do is hit the eyeball again and it comes back. Okay. Say for example, I have 20 layers in here. I want to find where this Packers G is. All right. All I got to do is click this button right here and it highlights where that is. Okay. This symbol, this colored box on the end. Okay. This indicates selected art. So if you had 20 layers on here, each layer would have a different colored box. But again, you're able to kind of pick and choose. So let's just add some text on here just for the sake of it. Okay. Once I do that, now in my layers, if I do a drop down, and I have the text on there as well. Okay, you can see the text is selected and it has the blue box here. I can shut the text off, okay, but leave the Packers G on, okay, or I can do vice versa. In order to get a new layer, I go down the bottom here, all right, and I hit create new layer. So this creates layer 2, right? It goes on the top of it. So basically what I did, I just put something on top of it. So for example, if I draw a rectangle box, it goes on, remember how we talked about arranging? Okay, it goes on top of the G because it's on the top level of the layer. Now, if I click and hold and drag this layer 2 down below, notice it puts it behind. So that matters too, okay, where your layers are. So make sure you're aware of where your layer is at. Layers are super important when it comes to Adobe. So you got to make sure you really understand these. If you have questions, you need to ask. Last thing I'm going to show you is how we copy a layer. So if I wanted to get rid of layer 2, I just click on it, hit delete. But say I want to copy this layer and basically have 2 layers of the same thing. What I need to do, I need to click and hold, drag this over the top of the plus button where it says create new layer and let it go. And now I create a layer 1 copy. And this will come in handy when we start doing the stickers. Okay, and it will make more sense once we work through that. But that's how you do a copy of a layer. And those are pretty much everything you need to know about layers.